you ever used a gap analysis to help you be happier at work? Sometimes I get embarrassed about suggesting this simple tool, but I still find myself coming back to it again and again. Not that long ago, I worked with someone who was very well regarded by her organisation. She was the go-to person, someone who would manage the latest project, take on a new product development plan, sort out a serious problem. Let's call her Linda. The trouble was that Linda was bored. She loved the culture at her organisation and wanted to stay, but it wasn't going to happen unless some significant changes happened. Because Linda was valued by her employer, she was given the opportunity to complete our 5-hour Career Compass program. This is my absolute favourite work. During our sessions, we went back to career basics. We looked at current work trends in her field, and along the way we took little detours to explore specific career and work issues according to Linda's personal circumstances. It turned out that Linda wanted to move up to the next level of seniority in her company, but had never been successful in winning an internal role. Now, there can be a range of reasons for this. For example, sometimes it's a matter of better managing your work persona so that you come across to your executive team as management material. As I had no first-hand knowledge of how Linda operated in her work environment, I suggested that she complete a gap analysis. There are 3 steps involved in a gap analysis. First, Linda compiled a list of 15 or so things that were critical to be successful at the next level up. Some of these things related to qualifications, some were personal attributes, and others centred around both technical and soft skills. Once Linda had her list, she proceeded to step 2. She asked her key internal sources to weigh each item on the list for importance. Items that were critical scored a 10, less important items received a lesser score. An easy example here is leadership. Most people would agree that leadership is critical to management success and would give it a weighting of 10. Linda then asked her contacts to rate her on each item on the list. Here it's important to get the technique correct, and it can seem counterintuitive at first. Linda received a low score for areas that she was strong in and a high score for areas where she needed development or improvement. Step 3 is to multiply the numbers for an overall importance. For example, one item, ability to influence others, received a score of 10. Linda's personal score in this area was 8. That is, she was not rated as being very good in this area. Multiplying these 2 numbers gave Linda a total score of 80. Another item, strategic thinking, also received a score of 10 for importance. Here Linda's score was 1, as they perceived her as being very strong in this area. Multiplying these 2 numbers gave Linda a total of 8. Once all of the items were multiplied out, Linda was able to single out the critical 3 to 4 items that received the highest score. She decided to focus on 3 significant issues that were clearly holding her back. What Linda got from the gap analysis as a tool was a positive, practical strategy to achieve the changes she desired. And of course, her next step was to develop an action plan with measurable outcomes, etc. After the last session in our Career Compass program, Linda walked out with 3 key tools that would give her a pathway to her desired career future. She understood career planning techniques. She knew how to put a personal strategic plan into effect and how to develop a career marketing plan. But I suspect the most important takeaway was the good old gap analysis. If our Career Compass program interests you, just pick up the phone and give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.